All right, so I just got here not too long ago. Paid for my ticket and everything. Let's see what this cave tour is like. The Onondaga Cave. My first time really doing something like this, as far as going in a cave or anything. So we'll see how this goes. There's some water over there. I know who this guy is. I'll try to make it quick before I get left for the tour. Gemstone and fossil pan. I don't know what that is. Looks like it might be getting ready to start.
You didn't have cell phone service or your battery low or anything like that, just something terrible has happened.
Well, the good news is we get to spend the next 20 hours sitting.
Oh wow. It is steep and low. Not for too tall people. It's pretty cool. It's crazy. Oh man, it is kind of cool down here.
It's crazy that right out to go to the door, you're already here. It's like, what?
Yeah, I didn't expect it to be this strong. I had to put my jacket on. It's already like 55 degrees. I want to touch everything, but I'm trying not to touch it.
Mom, come here. Mom,
Looks like just a big hole.
Oh man,
Stalactite and stalagmite.
Yes. So stalactites cling tight to the ceiling. They also have a C in their name, C for ceiling, and then stalagmites might reach the ceiling. They also have a G in their name. You forgot.
Cool. What she was saying that.
where are we going?
So
What's it
that
called? Soda straws, he says. Basically, don't touch them. You have to pay money.
I don't know. That's a good question, actually.
Oh, I'm on the wrong side. Is that water?
Yes.
Cool. This is really cool.
Yeah, it's a beautiful cave. So you guys are going to notice a flow stone down here, a little mini one. That is called the walrus or the lorax.
Oh, I
we
see
got a
the fish. Yeah, I see the fish down there.
Yeah, so you guys, if you see this fish down here, this is not native to the cave. This probably got washed in from the Merrimack. So he's just taking a little tour like you guys.
Cool. For free.
Yeah, free tour.
Where is he?
He's hiding from my light now. He's going under the rock.
Makes sense.
Let me get my pointer out.
Oh, some more water over here. Just cool.
So you guys probably already noticed this water, and this is actually going to follow us on the majority of our tour. It is called the Lost River, and it is actually where the history of the cave begins. So if you guys were wondering, this cave was discovered by man in 1886 when the property was a grist mill. There was a man named Charles Christopher who worked on the property, and he got bored at work one day. He decided to follow this stream on the surface where it had a hole in the rock. He noticed some cool air coming out of that hole and thought it would be a good opportunity to come back the next day with a couple of friends, because people were really dropping down underground and coming out millionaires back then. He had one friend distract the owner, Miss Davis, who is very protective of the property and known to be an abrasive person. So that was a good task. But the other one, he wasn't as lucky. He joined Charles Christopher, and they took a John boat, stuck that boat as far as they could in the water, laid their backs down and used their arms to kind of claw their way inside, because the entrance was just big enough for them to do so. And they were actually in this cave on that first discovery for 24 hours straight. They were in here for an entire day. So they did not have the light sources like we have today, so they probably got lost a couple of times. And like I said, it's a big, beautiful cave and lots of stuff to see. But we are really happy that they did that, because we have the beautiful cave to explore for ourselves today. So this river too, if you are wondering, it is called the Lost River, because we do not know where the main source of this water is coming from. It is a complete mystery. It is also pumping out about 1 million to 1.5 million gallons out of this cave per day at that natural entrance where it was discovered. You guys can't really tell it's moving right here. Any movement that you are seeing is drips from the ceiling. So it has a very strong undercurrent. It's also why the water is so clear. We will have proof of this, and you'll get to hear it and see it moving where we dammed it up a little later on in the tour. Any questions before we continue?
One right here.
Yes.
I have a joke.
A joke? I want to hear it.
I'm sure I don't have a joke.
You don't? If you remember it, you can tell me later on.
Excuse me.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Ceiling gets a little low right there too. Please watch your head.
I
And then
already
you guys
already
also
bust my
notice
head.
a little hole over here to the left of the path.
Didn't
It's
take
called
long
the
at all.
dome pit, and it most likely started out as a sinkhole on the surface. This one is dormant and filled itself in, but we will see an active one later on in the tour. That's about 40 feet deep. It looks way deeper. This one is called the Devil's Bathtub. The other one is called the Devil's Shower.
That sounds like deep.
They're kind of like caves inside of caves.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay over here.
Under the water. Under the water.
Oh my goodness. Really deep. Really deep. The water is just like so clear. Oh, I can't even tell if it's water. Looks like it, yeah, it is.
I'd be sick if we saw this.
It's not moving. Okay, yeah. It looks like it's deep, but it's just a water reflection.
Watch your head.
Oh no, not again.
I have to lift my head just a little bit. I don't have to wash my head. There's no way I'm standing. It was like back there. I know. I stood up the whole time. Really? Oh, I stood up the whole time. How would I just want to see a I want to see.
We call that cave glitter. And it's actually water reflecting off of my light. And it comes in gold and silver too, actually.
It is water like you said, Mom.
See a lot of it in the big room. Yep.
It's so crazy how cold it is in here.
Oh, it could be there.
Yeah, it has the twins in it. Usually we're the best of them, you know? Sometimes it's going flying too.
That's what I was talking
There's a really big stalagmites.
I want some good luck. Echo.
So it's a spring.
Yeah, these are like 10 foot tall.
So, I mean, that's,
Like these must have taken like so long to get like that.
In this room, yeah. You can test it out.
It's like some salt that's like building up right there.
How you out there?
So I will tell you guys in just a second how long we think that one took to grow. So this one over here, this one is dormant or it stopped growing. It's probably been dormant for quite some time because it's thinner and shorter than that one on the left. It's also made with different minerals, so if you're wondering the kind of minerals we have in the cave that you've been seeing. So if you guys all have your guesses, this one on the left took about 500,000 years or 500,000 to grow to the point it is today. Is anyone close?
Not even.
It's really hard to guess. We call this the rabbit hole.
Yeah, I don't know.
You said you fell down a rabbit hole before? Yeah.
He said we saw.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're probably not that big. Like a human rabbit hole. There's actually good people that worked on it. But if you guys are ready, we're going to do complete darkness. Did you see a bat?
No.
Oh, I saw you point up.
Or they cut the, right there, it's like,
Oh, yeah, it's that shifting. So any source of light is going to show smartwatches, phones, so please be light up shoes. So please be mindful. Yes.
So the lights are back on. And that was terrifying.
Yep, so these pools that you were seeing, they made themselves. The cave made them all by themselves. So this water actually started collecting as it dripped from the ceiling. So these deposits actually cannot grow in water because it takes water for them to grow. So everything you see right here was already formed before that. And then the water level rose over lots and lots of time, as long enough time as it takes for it to meet the top, so they grow on top of the water instead of continuously towards the ceiling. So that's why it's so rare. Just all the right things have to happen over lots and lots of time. So this next room that we're about to pass through, called the candlestick room for obvious reasons. It is a little slick and steep, so please watch your step.
I like candles. What does she mean?
You're good.